my lovelies. You are going to have to 100% excuse my absolute sweating out. I went into the polytunnel. If you want a sauna, go in there. Last night, so we kind of think, oh yeah, you know, the full moon is going to, you know, bring to light whatever it is that we need to release. But it's not just on the full moon, it just carries on. I mean, I woke up last night after some horrific dreams from like childhood, crying my eyes out. All to do with the solar plexus, self-worth. I've had to do a fucking lot of work on myself today, and I needed to be alone, which thankfully I am, so that's good. So I've done my cards, and I thought I'd get a message from the fairies for the collective. See what's going on, because we're definitely not out of it by a long shot. I'm sure there's more that needs to be released. So, message from the fairies of the high protection of the highest level for the highest timeline, gateways, opportunities. What is it that they would like the collective to know? What's the energy of today? The Queen of Pentacles. So this is where I've been doing the work, and this is obviously a collective thing as well. The Queen of Pentacles does not rely on anything outside of herself. She's emotionally secure, she's financially secure, she's building kingdoms, she's in her divine feminine, she doesn't chase, she creates. She's sitting pretty, and she's in purple, which is real peace of mind. She's got this crown above her head representing, I've been through all of the pentacles. I've been through, starting from the ace, you know, new ideas, new manifestations coming in, and working my way up to be the queen. This is mastery in the root chakra on the divine feminine side. I love that little, look, let's set her on, look at that. Let's just mirror that and get that, you know, peace of mind. I am the Queen of Pentacles. I don't chase, I create. She sits and it comes to her. So that's what the fairies, that's the collective energy, that's the opportunity that we have. Now at the bottom of the deck we've got the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is a bit like, I don't want to take responsibility. They've both got their arms up. They're both like, it's not my fault, it's yours. It's a bit of finger pointing. It's a bit of no one wants to actually take responsibility for a situation or for an outcome or for even, you know, their shit. They're passing the buck. This is finger pointing. It's also bad mouthing. Yeah, sort of Five of Swords as well can be in the mind, so it fucking it can be in the mind, so it can be almost like blaming oneself. Do you know what I mean? Sort of sabotaging oneself in the mind, saying like, you know, I'm not responsible for this, and shrugging the shoulders, like basically just not taking responsibility. But that's bottom of the deck. So the foundations is shifting from this Five of Swords of not taking responsibility for oneself to the Queen of Pentacles, who owns her shit, you know, and she's also used whatever has caused this Five of Swords, because Five of Swords can also be fuckery. When people aren't being honest, when people don't speak their truths, when there's a lot of mind games going on. She's taken the Five of Swords and used it to elevate herself to the Queen of Pentacles. I'm not going to chase, I'm going to create, I'm going to call it in, I'm going to bring it to me. I am manifesting kingdoms in my divine feminine energy. and I am. She's just got. She's abundant. She's full of abundance. So we will get. We are live, aren't we? Yeah. We will get one from the Oracle Fairies. Difficult day, but hey, you know, it's what the moons are for. So give me something on the Queen of Pentacles from the Oracle Fairies. Queen of Pentacles. What can we have? And with Five of Swords at the bottom of the cup. I mean, it could be, you know, mind fucking yourself. We're all capable of it. If you don't like the language, fuck off. One of those. Right, so it says go outside. It's time to go outside, tune into the powerful peace of nature wherever you are and feel it one with your habitat. And this is the Queen of Pentacles, sitting at one with nature, knowing that there is no lack. Everything comes to her, but it's asking us to sit still. It's asking us to find solitude in nature where we can just be. We're not chasing, we're not running around trying to please everybody. We're just at one. She's surrounded by purple. I don't know what she's got in her hands. No, she's just clasping her hands. So she's drawing her divine energy back to herself. And she's glowing. She's absolutely glowing. But it's an outside job. So this isn't like inwardly. This is actually go and be outside. Listen to the birds. I've had a load of crows, right, going off on one today. Christ knows what the drama was. And I called the raven a couple of times, but you know, something was definitely going on with the crows, and it was whilst I was doing my affirmations. So whether they were confirming my affirmations, it doesn't matter. I'm sitting there in the middle of a field, looking at all the beauty, all the nature, you know, just asking for signs. Give me a sign, and I had all these crows going off. So it's go outside, find a space to just be. And again, they're both in purple, so this is really peace of mind work. You don't have to chase. You don't have to work your arse off to become the Queen of Pentacles. It's mastery. It's mastery of the ability to be able to manifest abundance in your divine feminine root chakra. And then we've got celebrations at the bottom. I love this card. So get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. See how they are in purple as well. Everything's purple around them. Well, it is from here. You've got, you know, it's almost like you've got the mushrooms. They're hand in hand as well, so there'll be some really strong connections coming through. We've got the solstice coming up in a week tomorrow. But you've got this almost like liquid pouring down off the moon. It's almost like wax. So celebrations. Let's go to... I can't imagine anyone's in at the moment, but this is like being out in. Same thing. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles and go outside. Queen of Pentacles and go outside. She has mastered all the pentacles, from the ace, which is receiving gifts, through to the being indecisive, calling in 3 different skill sets or 3 different people with skill sets. The 4, not really feeling like she's got enough to give out, doing things behind the scenes, building a foundation. 5, feeling like, lack. 6, then moving into this equal balance of giving and receiving. 7, working hard, making plans, collaborating. 8, mastering those skills. 9, independent, and then the Queen. Oh, 10 of Pentacles, obviously. For generations to come. Setting new timelines for generations to come. And then the Queen, crowned, boom, on your head. So, what have we got? Oh, I thought something jumped then, it didn't. So this is the opportunity we have, or the energy that we're in, or that is available to us during this full moon. Bring into light, under this full moon, water moon, where we need to do some healing, but Queen of Pentacles is definitely root chakra, balanced in the divine feminine, on the side of calling in abundance. I have enough. So we have receive healing, number 1. So maybe that is from going outside, and again it's purple. So it's like receiving healing in the mind space, receiving healing, it's about being open to receiving healing. I did actually say this morning, it's like, whatever it was that came out last night, please cut the cords of it. It's no longer serving me. I need to receive healing from this. It's like rainbow colours coming down. But again, it's in the mind space. So it's purple. And she's looking up. I'm trying to see what she's got in her hand. Is it a harp? It could be music. But receiving healing. Receiving healing to know that you are the Queen of Pentacles, that you sit in this energy of abundance, that your root chakra does not rely or look for anything outside of herself. She's completely independent. She hasn't got codependencies. Go outside. And the bottom of the deck is listen to your body. So again, it's like our body talks to us. And it's in purple. So the dragon on the shoulder is possibly telling her, you're carrying too much weight. You can also, when we get receive healing, it's like, please remove any energy or frequency that doesn't belong to me, that's showing up in my body. I've had problems with my left leg. I'm like, it needs clearing. So listen to your body. Celebrations. We are going to go back to the fairies. See what else we get. I am actually sweating out. Give me more on the Queen of Pentacles, receiving healing and go outside. Find somewhere to go outside. So there's completion here. There is a closing out of a cycle. And it's almost like you've learned everything that you possibly can from this moon cycle, from this pattern, from this feeling of it is time to celebrate. But what they've done is they've surrendered. Their arms are backwards because they've I let go of my control of outcomes. They're not trying to control the world. They're not trying to spin it in a certain direction. And that's what the Five of Swords can be. It's like mentally trying to actually control things and not taking responsibility for that. But this is completion and enlightenment, and also you've been crowned. You've been crowned the Queen of Pentacles. You don't look outside yourself for anything. You're rooted in abundance and self-dependency, not your codependency, and you can call this manifestation in. So it is the completion of a cycle. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Two of Wands. So this would suggest that it's an opportunity, a gateway. The Two of Wands is like, right, I've done this work, whether it be shadow work, whether it be actual physical work. I've got one wand in my hand, I've got one wand in the other, and actually two wands create a gateway. So it's an opportunity to be able to walk through, close this cycle out, go outside and receive healing. Let's see what else we get. The Devil. So the Devil is attachments that no longer serve us. This can be codependency, this can be relationships, this can be things that are a distraction, things that come masked up, things that aren't as they actually seem. Now again, this with the Five of Swords, this could be an actual way of thinking, but it's in releasing those ties or attachments or codependencies, and not getting distracted, staying focused on, I'm the Queen of Pentacles. I don't chase, I create, I call it in. So the Devil was very strong, or is very strong, around this moon. It's a very strong sexual energy as well. So without the Devil, we wouldn't co-create. There needs to be an element of that source of attraction, of that passion, of that fire, in order for us to actually like co-create. But it's when it's so it's not a bad. The Devil doesn't come. The Devil comes in different disguises. Is that what they say? So it's like you know, you need that sort of raw, passionate energy for creation, for new birth, for but then it is cutting those ties or chains with anything that's not serving you or distracting you. And a little bit of temptation, to go back, you know, and that all that the Devil kind of comes up around the full moon. We have you know, they double their police force in the full moon because there's more chaos. You know, it does make people a little bit lunatic. It can make people revert back to drugs, alcohol, whatnot. It's about recognising, where are my patterns? Where am I wearing my masks? Where am I not being honest with myself? The masks have got to drop. The Queen of Pentacles doesn't have any. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is the Shadow Queen. The Queen of Wands will actually go in and look that right in the eye and then process what it is that it has taught her. And she will come back out with this fire energy. It's almost like she transmutes the Devil energy. You know, this is, oh my God, this is my codependency, but I'm now going to turn it round, and I'm going to, you know, and she's very alluring. She's very, like, got this fire energy about her. She can manifest really quickly. She's the business owner. This is a typical business owner, but she is the shadow queen. She's not afraid to go in and face either her demons or anyone else's, or face the things that are distracting her, and then come back out. And again, the queen means crowned. So you've actually got the Queen of Pentacles, which is the root chakra, which is abundance, calling in abundance, and then calling in these. She's the manifesting queen. They both are manifesting queen, but this is in the divine feminine. Not that it means it's just for females. This could be for males as well. But it is balancing that fire and that root chakra and going deep. This is going deep into what is it that is holding me back? What am I chained to? What is, I posted something yesterday on Full Candles Food Bank Farm, and it says, a man asks, how do your flowers grow so well? And he said, I don't control it, I just get rid of anything that stops it from growing. And then there's a heart activation. Then we have the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups suggests falling in love. This doesn't mean falling in love with a person. This is just, I fill my own cup. I have mastered my Queen of Wands, my ability to be able to go into the shadow, do the shadow work, face my devils, my demons, I get rid of anything that no longer serves me. It has strengthened my root chakra. It's given me peace of mind, and that fills my cup. It's almost like falling in love with oneself again, on the feminine side, whether you are masculine or feminine. Balancing those out, being crowned, and then boom, a heart activation. I've fallen in love with myself. I fill my own cup first. If I don't fill my own cup first, if I'm too busy giving my cup away to left, right and centre, I won't have enough of this source energy in the heart space to be, it's overflowing. And there's illumination around there as well. So something could be coming to light about how you see yourself. This is almost like reflective work. How do you see yourself? Do you do the work? Do you go in and look the devil in the eye and say, come on then? Falling in love with oneself gives us the capacity to be able to fall in love with life, with whatever's around us. I've got enough in my cup to share. But it's a new beginning as well. And this is taken going in and doing the work. So we've got the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. And the Chariot suggests that she's protected whilst she's gone in and done this shadow work, and then integrated it, or almost transmuted it as like, okay, yeah, I see that about myself. It's not very pretty. I have insecurities. I'm not always confident. What you see is not always what you get. There's times when I'm on my own and I'm lonely, I feel insecure. You know, that is shadow work. And then taking it by the reins, integrating it with the light, turning it into the light and moving forward. And she's in blue because she may be communicating this, or she is protected in this energy. It's throat chakra energy. So you could, you know, just be admitting to yourself. That is receiving the healing. And it's taking responsibility. We had the Five of Swords underneath, which is like, oh, I'm this way because everyone done something to me. No, we have to take responsibility for the fact that we let that happen to us. Then we can start doing the healing work, and then we can start forgiving and letting go. And that is the Chariot, moving forward in a different direction, but it might be a mental direction that we're going in. I'm now going to get the Druid Craft Tarot out, see if we get anything. Oh no, wait a minute, wait a little minute. I've got these cards, so I just want to pull one of these, what I made, and see if we get anything. These are normally like higher level. Have I got the right ones? Yeah. Yeah, so this is the structures that we build. This is the emotions at the bottom. Now, we are trees, our roots go down. When we ground ourselves, we're roots. But this is like, how do you want your new foundations to look? I mean, this would be ideally the way I would probably live, if I could. It's about getting rid of the old. I'm surprised the tower's not in there, but getting rid of the old and reconstructing based on this flowing of water. This flowing of, I'm going to release what doesn't serve me. The cup is overflowing in the heart space. These foundations, which are go outside, built on nature, built on our natural ebb and flow, rather than bricks and mortar, built on these, on the foundations of an overflowing cup. And it's not just, you know, an easy straight up the stairs, straight through the door. They've got to go through these emotions to be able to get up the stairs and go through the door and grow new roots. That's what it feels like, a foundation of new roots. You know, we're breaking ties with past lineages, ancestral curses, whatever you want to call them, rooted in lack. The Queen of Pentacles isn't in lack, and it really is time to celebrate that. That is cause for celebration, because we've come from, you know, years and years and years and years of this, you know, rat race, run the wheel, you need to be this successful by a certain age, whatever, and that is cause for celebration. And abundance is underneath that. The Seven of Pentacles suggests that it is harvest time. It's time to reap the rewards of the work that you've done. People might not see the work that you do. It's not something, you know, shadow work isn't something that we, you know, like openly express. It's something that we go inside for. It's something that we do in the quiet, in the dark. But definitely a heart activation, falling in love, and I would say with oneself. And the Five of Pentacles came out upside down. So there was, like I said, it could be generational, but there was this energy of lack, this energy of I'm not being seen, I'm not being heard, I'm not being paid enough, and because it's upside down, it's gone. It's cleared out. Something has shifted in that. From the Five, which normally the upside down, she's a little bit like, woe me, you know, feeling a bit sorry for herself. Even though the sun is shining, she can't see the sun shining because she's in, it's almost like being in the energy of I haven't got this, I haven't got that, I want this, I want that. Everything outside of oneself, and it's making her depressed. It's looking for things outside of ourselves and then getting disappointed, or being in a job and not being paid enough. But because it's upside down, that is the shift. That is what this moon has offered us, is to shift from this Five of Pentacles, which is lack, fear of change, fear of losing one's job or leaving a job, and the moon, and then the moon. So there we go. That is what has left. I will not stay in situations, places, or surroundings that make me feel like I am less than the Queen of Pentacles. And the moon right underneath is highlighted that massive shift, or is still highlighting this massive shift. And then you've got the Ten of Cups underneath. And the Ten of Cups, like I say, is I have enough in my cup to pass down to generations. This is how you shift out of this energy of lack, this energy of fear, this energy of looking outside of oneself for contentment. It's an inside job, and it starts in the heart space. It's, I love myself. I've had to do mirror work this morning. You have to look in the mirror. I might even start actually, I'm sweating now. I might even start actually doing, I don't know whether I'll start with children, but adults, whatever, affirmation classes, you know, real proper deep shadow work, mirror work, looking in the mirror. It takes a lot of strength to look yourself in the eye and say, I love you. Go ahead and try it. But this is what we're being offered. And then the Wheel of Fortune underneath that. Because obviously once we move out of this energy of lack, I'm not good enough, I haven't got enough. And then we move into the, I actually am the Queen of Pentacles. I have everything I need, and everything I want comes to me. I don't have to chase it, it just comes. But there could have been, that is facing the devil. That's stripping away the masks. And these masks aren't something that we create, well, they may have been something that we created to survive, fight or flight, or it's masks that other people have given us, told us, you can't do this, you can't do that. I'm so happy that came out upside down, because that is literally what I was feeling with this moon. It's like it's a commitment. This Chariot is a commitment to self. The Ace of Cups is a commitment to self. I love myself more. I will not accept anything that leaves me feeling in a state of lack. However it's dressed up, there's always going to be distractions and temptations. And the one thing that I've learned over all my years is that people come into your life, if you're in a bad way, normally the people that come into your life are opportunists, because opportunists can smell weakness. So there are no such things as knights in shining armour. We are the knight in shining armour. And that's when you attract what it is that is on your level, not when you're in a state of lack. Knight in shining armours only come in, and that's codependency. That's relying on something outside of yourself to get you out of this state of lack. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. So there could be an offer coming in. There's me saying, like, no, there's no fucking such thing as knights in shining armour. But he's the Knight of Cups. So it's an offering. So you could have an invitation. It says, let's go out and celebrate. There could be an invitation. He could be coming in with an invitation. He's not a king, but it's the early stages of. And this could be your divine masculine in oneself, and we always have to understand we've got both. We can slip in and out of, because we've all got mothers and fathers, which means we all have that energy within us. So this could be actually filling one's own cup on the divine feminine side, divine masculine side. Like, I'm going to treat myself like a prince would, a prince of cups would. I'm going to take myself out for a meal. I'm going to fill my own cup. But this does feel like there's an offer coming in, and he's got a cup. Whether you decide to accept it or not is entirely up to you. But it's under the new moon as well. Now the Prince of Cups is very in his heart space, very romantic, but might not have the emotional maturity to be able to even maybe say it. But you could be dealing with a Prince of Cups here. If not, then there are offers coming in that are going to fill your cup. So it could be a job opportunity, it could be a creative opportunity. This is what is being afforded to us over this full moon. What else have we got? What else do we need to know? So the Nine of Wands. Oh my God, and the Tower at the bottom. So the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. Look at him. I mean, he's battered, he's had enough, he's gone through enough, he looks quite scorned. He's got his wands up. He's on the defensive. So again, this could be the devil energy coming back in, like old wounds resurfacing. And it's really important, if a Knight of Cups is coming in or an offer's coming in, that you don't project. I'm wounded, this has happened to me before. These look like they're being projected out. And that, again, with that Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck, it's like you have to take responsibility, even if whatever happened wasn't your fault. We are responsible for our own healing. We're responsible for this. No one else. So this is I'm a bit worn out, I'm a bit tired, I've been through enough, I'm a bit guarded at the moment, but just be very aware that you're not projecting old fears onto new situations, or this new, because it's been closed out, cycle. And then we've got the Tower. So the Tower, like I said, with this house, this tower is built of solid rocks and foundations. It's got fire in the middle. There is water there, but the tower comes in when the structures or the foundations of something aren't right. So it's not based on truth, authenticity, masks. The Tower will come in if you're feeling that Five of Cups energy. This could be an actual Tower moment. You may have lost your job, and the loss feels like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And this is where it is being called in that job was no good for you. It got taken away because you weren't being paid your worth. And that's upside down, but it could have this feeling of, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm going to sit in my Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to trust that the universe has collapsed this structure that was built on rock and false foundations, so that I can start building something that's more in alignment with who I am. It's based around the natural flow and energy of whoever you are, and go outside. So it's more in rhythm with whoever you are, rather than these towers are actually programs. So it could be a collapse of a mental thought pattern. I'm not good enough, that's got to go. I'm not worthy enough, that's got to go. I'm not beautiful enough, I don't deserve abundance, into I am the Queen of Pentacles. I deserve everything, you know, I manifest everything coming into me. This is a collapse of old ways, old structures, and it could be generational as well, because it's built on rocks. So it could be ancestral, generational, you know. A lot of our grandparents, whether they were, you know, or grandfathers, right, they just had to do what they were told to do. They couldn't actually make decisions and go and do whatever it is that they wanted. These are old structures crumbling, but underneath that we've got the Princess of Swords. So this would suggest a new thought pattern. She's got this new sword in her hand, and it's like clarity of truth. And the truth is, I am the Queen of Pentacles. The truth is, it's illumination around the head. So it's clarity around the head. You know, I take responsibility for my thought patterns, and I'm going to start thinking differently. But it's the first steps. It's the first steps into reprogramming these old structures of belief that we are limited, and when this is, oh my God, I'm limitless. I can fly. I could be a bird if I wanted to. And then the Queen of Pentacles to clarify that underneath. And there she is, sitting in her chair. She's not chasing, she's creating. She's got, you know, she's in abundance, and she knows her worth. So I'm going to put her with her, and this is like a new thought pattern. It has taken some shadow work. Oh, and the Queen of Cups underneath. So that's it. It's like going into, and look, she's got the moon energy pouring into her cup, and 1 foot in the water. So the water is very strong in this. It's like we have to go into the deep. We have to go into the emotions. We have to look at what's not pretty. He's definitely not pretty. And we have to decide whether we want to continue forward with these thought patterns, whether they were given to us or we created them as defense mechanisms or whatever. Releasing all those old fears and then harnessing it. They could be coming through in dreams. But she's got her cup out. She's holding her cup out, and she's cloaked as well, so she's well protected. But this is, I move from my heart space. I don't do, say, or feel anything unless it's from my heart space. If someone wanted, oh, could you go and do this? No, because I don't feel like it. That's where she moves from, and she speaks it as well. So we've got 3 queens on the table. 2 of Swords. This was a back and forth. This was, I'm blindfolded and I can't see which way I'm going. So I'm going to use my swords. There was definitely a decision in the mind to make a decision. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? But I can't see. This was, and maybe you weren't meant to see it. This was like with the moon and the tower, a destruction of things, and it might have left you at this crossroads feeling like, I don't know which direction to take. But the reason she's got the blindfold on is so that she can tune into her inner knowing, her psychic abilities and her third eye. We can actually project ourselves into situations and feel it out. Like, is it in alignment with me? So that's those. I'm now gonna I'm so sweating out. I'm now gonna move on to the labyrinth fairies and see if they've got anything to say. They've always got something to say, and it may turn over, you know, they're very cryptic is the word I want to use. yeah, we've got 3 queens on the table, so this is all going on in the divine feminine energy, and 3 crowns. It's mastery of the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Go outside. Go outside yourself. We have the Singers of Healing. So the Singers of Healing, which we had healing, receive healing at the beginning. The Singers of Healing is a number 10. So that's, again, it's closure. It's like a cycle that maybe kept repeating itself over and over again has actually come to an end. This is the Healer's card, and it represents, in a reading, it may speak of healing to be given or of healing to be received. The circumstances and processes of reaching well-being may seem easy or they may bring great challenges. In either case, we are asked to participate in our own healing as we are strengthened by this singer. More usually, this singer speaks of both giving and receiving, because we cannot truly and freely give without receiving as well. Healing is something that flows through us, not from us, and as such we are inevitably affected by its passage. Drawing this card tells us of both a need and an opportunity for healing ourselves and perhaps others as well. As Warren once of the teachers said, healing is not something you do, it's something you are. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the fairy who was kissed by the pixies, 21. Let's have a quick look at that. Oh wow, what can I say? Love, sweet love. Accept it, burnish it up, add to it and pass it on. The presence of the fairy who was kissed by the pixies suggests giving and receiving love and intimacy in any of a wide variety of relationships. She gives notice that this is a time to open and heal our hearts. Different aspects of life may well be flowing happily together, healing separations and hurts from the past. Bonding may take place and deep feelings emerge. Changes for the better may occur in all aspects of life, but especially in relationships, which may be deepening and becoming richer. You may be experiencing love therapy for opening the heart as a new relationship begins or old ones develop. So this is literally a heart activation. These crows, oh my days, I don't think they're ravens, they're definitely crows, but they're having a right old chat today. I feel like they've got a lot to say, and I wish I could speak their language. I'm learning Raven. So you may get an invitation or news or an offer. That fell out on Singer of Healing. So it's the undressing of a salad. And that's, you know, kind of what we're doing collectively, is undressing the salad of our past generations, lives, even just in this one. Balance, avoiding extremes, achieving the impossible and being impossible. Things are in motion and the outcome is impossible to predict. A cool head is required. With this, as is a readiness to jump in whatever direction seems appropriate. Exercise cool judgment while staying ready for the unpredictable. Sudden changes of fortune may appear good or bad. So that's the Tower. It's like whatever, you know, wasn't serving you may get taken away, which could look like, as an example, a loss of a job. but it's so that something better can come in flux, and can be rechanneled if necessary. Develop poise, stay calm. You can come out a winner here, but it's likely to take concentrated effort, which is what the Queen of Pentacles is. She is focused. She's focused on what she's doing in this 3D. Use power with delicacy and discretion. There are times when we have to turn bad luck into good, and that isn't always easy, especially if someone else seems determined to turn good luck into bad. Everything is integrating and disintegrating at the same time. Confusion is rife, which is why we got the Two of Swords, but we still try to create order and put things into balance. The whole universe is hurtling through time at an astonishing rate, and it's very difficult to keep balance on a rapidly moving object, especially if it appears to lurch unpredictably from time to time. Sooner or later, or both, will drop their balls. I couldn't pronounce their names. The scully-looking fella on the left is clearly waiting to snatch one or two so he can play, or maybe just so that the other one cannot. My money is on. He's smart enough to realise when old balls wear out and new ones must be brought in to play. I did say they were quite funny. Right, do we have one more on this beautiful scorching day? I'm so happy that Five of Pentacles is upside down. It's just a change in mindset. I will not accept anything that, causes me lack. And then we have the Guardian of the Gate and the Dark Lady. Whoa. So the Guardian of the Gate is like a portal. It is a portal. The Guardian of the Gate. Number 3. Drawing this card indicates that a passage is being made to the beginning of something new in our lives. It speaks of new opportunities and new openings. Passing through this gate may lead to a physical journey, a mental or emotional one, or a journey of spirit. It always leads to adventure. This gateway will also lead to significant change in our lives. The passage through such a gate changes us. The gate we face may not seem like much. The decision to enter may not be a matter of great moment. But the presence of the Guardian of the Gate tells us that something important is happening. It indicates that that going through the gate is no small thing, but something to be approached with awareness and prayerfulness. We are embarking on a new phase of our lives, and there will be no going back once the gate has been passed. This is the kind of transition the Guardian of the Gate leads us to, always to irrevocable change. We may, of course, ask the Guardian of the Gate for guidance and protection on our journey, and we would be wise to do so. Alternatively, the presence of the gatekeeper in a reading may indicate that the querent is being asked to help open the gate for someone else, to help provide an opportunity for them. The job of the gatekeeper or gatekeeper's assistant is merely to open the gate, not to push people through it. And it's blue. So this is the opportunity that we've been afforded during this beautiful moon in Sagittarius, full of fire, and then we've got the Dark Lady underneath. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show her. It's unconscious power, wisdom, rituals, mystics and secrets. So this was leading up to the Queen of Pentacles. We may reach the Dark Lady through grief, through deep surrender, through ecstasy or profound ritual. This card in a reading suggests it's time to withdraw from the ordinary world, to revitalise ourselves through retreat and surrender to the source. unity and the song of ecstasy. This is a time of preparation for rebirth, of reveal. Celebrate the passage through the unknown, rich, fertile, hidden realms of the Dark Lady. This is the time in the natural circle of life when we open ourselves to receive the inflowing energies of Himself, when we become powerful, overflowing with life force. It may also be a time of self-awareness, of prophecy, magic, foretelling of the potentials of the future. A time of self-awareness, self-knowledge and encounters with the hidden worlds. Meditate, retreat, seek serenity and inner peace. And then there's Lazarel's daughter, and I think that is the shadow work. So we're going to close with a rose. They've been so vocal today. It's like they're talking to me. I just wish I knew what they were saying. Can we close this reading with a rose? Sit in your Queen of Pentacles. There is no lack in this world, in this reality. It's an illusion that is put on us. We can manifest abundance in. He said yes. We can manifest abundance in, but it's an energy that we need to sit in without fear of the unknown if there's been towers over this moon. Yeah. And it's leaving us. The Five of Pentacles is no longer serving us. It's upside down. It's going out. I do not accept anything that doesn't seem or know my worth. But in order to do that, you have to. In order to do that, you have to know your own worth. Stop. Closed with a rose. Oh, is that my raven or is that a crow? It sounds like a crow. Wah. Closed with a rose. If they're this slow, sometimes it's because there's more. Yes. After the rain, it fell on, but I don't think we're finished. I said, is there more? Yeah! Oh, right, fairy godmother. Again, it is this unconditional giving and receiving. There's wishes coming in here. There are wish fulfillments on their way that is going to activate your heart chakra. I can feel this just by her face. But it's also about, she's got this apple in one hand and this silver, what's it called, a crystal ball in the other. She's got all these going off around her head. She's got the owl on her shoulder, which represents her wisdom. It's a number 7, but it's about believing in fairy godmothers and becoming a fairy godmother. Giving without receiving, unconditional love. Go and give of your time, of your energy, for free, without having any expectations. And it definitely feels like a wish coming in. Now can I close with a rose? Because she obviously wanted to pop out. There's wisdom here. It's like that crown of the moon on the Dark Lady. It's almost like this shift from maiden to crone. I've gone through this and now I can receive, give and receive. My cup is full enough. I've closed out a cycle. Yeah. Close with a rose. There we go. So we've got Sophia, which is my granddaughter's name. Divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within, and destiny. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I missed the bright side. And then we've got the breathing rose. Heart healing, emotions, connection, and time eases. So yeah, this is definitely a heart chakra activation, a time for healing. Whatever's coming up, let it flow, let it go. I love you lots.